Hi guys, starting this vlog off by honestly being a little surprised at how I haven't vlogged in such a long time. You probably won't notice that, but I have not vlogged. I vlogged a little on Christmas Day, but even before then, I guess I was just like, I was filming so much for like Crafty Girls and like in terms of decorating, I was using a lot of that content too. But I really have not been vlogging at all. Anyways, look at the house. Let me pan out. I've been working on putting everything away. It is very bare. And I have been actually thinking about how I am ready to like push my decor a little bit further. Sometimes it's hard for me to like light on so that I can vlog decently. I also don't usually vlog at night. It's 9:03. I've taken a bath. Got my pajamas on. I'm gonna wear these tonight. It's like my little sweatpants and then this cozy top. And then I did my skincare. So I'm like fresh out of the shower. Loki's just like staring at me. He does not like when I'm like moving around. He can't seem to like settle. And I've also been gone for a couple of days. So I think he thinks I'm leaving. Micah's at my mom's house. She's just down the street. But, oh, and I'm watching a Marilyn Monroe movie. So, anyways, what I've been trying to say is I think what happens is like, I think if you're like in my age range, I've noticed a lot of people kind of not making fun of, what are we? Are we millennials? I'm 1981, so I'm like my brother and I are not in the same bracket. He's 1980. But anyways, I'm like, this is gonna get to be too long of a freaking story. But I think because we grew up in a generation in the 80s where there was just stuff everywhere, I think it's made at least some of us want to go more like minimalist or more like cleaner lines in our decorations. But I'm finding myself realizing, okay, I like where I'm going, but it definitely feels like a beginner palette for me now. So I found somebody that I really, really like in terms of their decorating. So that's been very inspirational for me to like watch her and just kind of like see what she's doing. And I am ready to like take my decor to the next level. I'm ready to start adding more wall art and not being afraid of like adding things and not making it cluttered, but like layering in such a way that I think will turn out, you know, in a way that I just feel like I need, or that I would like to like live in that space. I'm a homebody, so investing in my house has always been like a no-brainer for me. It's just very easy for me to want to put my money into my home. Anyways, long story short, but I actually wanted to tell it long. I'm excited that I've kept all of my decor. I have kept things that I'm like, I knew, and it really does like click. And I'm like, that's why I couldn't get rid of it, because I simply loved it. And if I love it, why would I not use it? Does that make sense? So like, for example, let's just shimmy on over to this section. In here, I have some things, let's just show you guys right here. I have some things that I've kept in this little thing. Okay, so for example, we're bringing it back. While I'm still gonna have like, honestly, like I'm going for a whatever the hell I love, you know? If I don't care if it doesn't have like a category. Like right now, let's face it, my house is very modern farmhouse, and that's what you would name it, right? But I'm just gonna be a blend of whatever I love. A blend that looks traditional, maybe a little bit Ralph Lauren. I really don't know what the name of it would be. I'm sure there is an actual name for it, but I'm gonna start pulling out these things. And I have so much more in my closet. I'm gonna pull out, I'll probably even pull out like these little, look, I still have the hearts from when I decorated. I think this was in Florida, but like for Valentine's Day, I put these hearts. Like I'll probably also pull these and style them somewhere. So I'm telling you, I did not, these, who remembers these? Did I end up styling these in the Florida house? I think I did. I think I styled it in my dining room, but hello. Okay, so I'm just really happy with myself that I didn't get rid of these things that I love. And you know, I think I just needed to come up with my, why do I look like an egg? I think I just needed to, I think what I was needing to do was work on my base layering. And I really do still love my white furniture. I don't think I'm ready for that next step in terms of adding color and texture into my furniture. I just don't, I'm just not good at decorating. At least I don't think that I am. Like, I think this is a decent palette, but when I see people who add like the most gorgeous colors of their couch and different chairs, and I'm just like, I can't even think the way you think. So I think having this base is good for me, and then I think I'm gonna work on the decor. And then as I get used to that, I think I'll start to experiment more with different furniture options in, like, you know, 3 to 5 years. I'm really not trying to buy new furniture for a long time, just because, yeah, that's what all my debt was having to move. It was moving myself to Florida, which cost me $15,000, not gonna get into that, and then moving myself back. I did it on a much cheaper scale, but it still cost me. And then I had to move from last house to this house. Moving just costs so much money. And then my big pieces of furniture, which I paid off all my debt, and I'm so excited. I'm chatty tonight. Yeah, but anyways, I'm okay with that. So that's the plan. You know, you've seen me really struggle with like rugs. At least if you watch all my videos, then you know that. Like, you know I struggle with rugs. One day, y'all, I'm gonna put a rug down and she's gonna stay for like 5 to 6 years, not a year to 2. But anyways, yeah, so that's the goal. The goal now is to like fill up the walls and to add knickknacks and pictures and things. And then in a couple years, I'm hoping I will then be like, okay, let me add, you know, a funky chair, or let me switch out my dining room table, you know, and like play that way. Because I do really, like, my colors are so neutral. I only have, 4 or 5 colors: white, black, green, brown, and blue, navy. That's it. That's my color wheel. And you won't see any other colors until the holidays. Now, I am okay with that. I am okay with my color wheel, to be honest. But anyways, I will be decorating for Valentine's Day. It's gonna be so fun. And I do have to get new movies over here. Got all my Christmas stuff gone, so I gotta go through all my movies. Also, he's going back to the vet. Oh. As you can see, he's shaking his head. Round 3, this is the 3rd round that they have not helped his ear, and I am taking him back to the same vet, but to me that's 3 strikes. So I after this, even if this heals his ear, I have decided to switch vets. I am very critical of this. I know that obviously not everything can be resolved, but I think she should have done further testing his ear. I think the reason why the medicine hasn't worked, I think his ear infection is like further down his ear. And anyways, I'm not going to feel guilty for this statement either. Sometimes I try to be a very understanding person. But I don't feel guilty at all in saying I will be switching out his vets, which makes me sad because I really loved Dr. K. Like, I loved her, but I'm sorry. But after Loxy and Loxy having like the worst vet, I'm just very, very sensitive to this. Like, Loxy couldn't have had a worst vet if we tried to look for the worst vet. Like, he was horrible. And he did not care about her at all. And so I'm sorry, but 3 strikes, Dr. K's out, and I will be searching for a new vet for Loki. But anyways, he's going back to the vet because round 3 of his ear stuff and it's not working, so. Okay, so we got these 3, and don't worry, I don't got my fingers in it, but they're clean. And, you know, I usually wash anyways, because they've been sitting here collecting dust, so that doesn't matter to me. Okay, nutcracker, it's gonna go here, and then that, it's gonna go back here. And then I'm gonna put, I also wanna make sure that like the front row, like, you know, are other ones that I think I'll use. Okay, we've got Ghost. Ghost needs to go towards the back. And I also have a bunch more back here. Oh my god, I forgot about these. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so I have to make sure that I get these, like, let's see. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this blue one up front because like I think I want to do my 4th of July right here, so it'll be like the next kind of ready to go. So I'm gonna put like my smiley face. This is a new one, so it's been in this cabinet, so I definitely haven't pulled for it. So we're gonna put my smiley face like on this end, and then we're gonna put, yeah, like my summer ones. They're gonna get ready to go, right? We're gonna load these up. I actually don't know that I want doubles. We're gonna put a chair. Well, I don't know if the chair's over there. The water fountain is definitely more summer, even though it has red in it, but I'm gonna keep it here. I'm also gonna keep, I don't know, this will be cute for Valentine's Day. Like, right, you know. Here's my 4th of July stars. Obsessed with these. I got them from Amazon. And I have room for one more. Although I do think this is more like 4th of July, so I'm gonna just, yeah. All right, so that's kind of like where we're at here. And now the main attraction, we got, I do have to wash this one. Okay, so just pretend it's washed for now. Okay, so that bow's gonna be really cute. And then I do like the deck of cards. It reminds me of Valentine's Day for some reason. I wonder if that's because of like, I don't even know, to be honest. Like, what's making me think that? Now, Mike and I debated for the longest time on what this is. I have no idea what this is supposed to be, but it's gonna go in the back. And, okay. Then we got the rainbow, also summertime, so that one we're gonna put towards the back. That's also spring, like St. Patty's Day. That's a cute one. And then we're gonna put the fish. Actually, I'm gonna put the fish right here. And then we're gonna put another lemon one back here. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the ice cream cones towards the back. Those will come out after Valentine's Day. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the cherry in the back. And I'm gonna go ahead and start my front line, and then I'll kind of fill to the back. I wanna see which ones I definitely want in the front. So I think I want the pink. This is my only pink one. I'm gonna put the deck of cards back here, because I do have one that's like all hearts. So I'll put that one there. And then I have like all spades. So maybe that one goes there. Then we have one with the lips. Obviously very Valentine's Day, so we'll put that, I don't know, I'll put that one towards the end. And then I have this one, which is the black bow. So maybe put the black bow here. Again, this is just so I can like see where I want things. I think the dove is so cute. So I don't know, I thought Valentine's Day, but we'll put that towards the back. And then strawberries. I just, obviously chocolate dipped strawberries. Like I thought that was very Valentine's Day. I might want that one here. Okay, then we got black cherries, and we have the clubs. So I'm gonna put all the suits next to each other here, and then I'm gonna put the black cherry here. And then we have the little croissant. I just love this. I'm definitely feeling Valentine's Day with that one for some reason. Then we have the flowers, like this flowers Valentine's Day. I mean, this is kind of, I guess, I'm gonna put that in the middle row. And then I'm also gonna put the flower in the middle row. I think. I might switch it out. Okay, I definitely want my clouds in the front. So what if I put the clouds right here? Okay, and then I have the red bow and the diamonds. I'm gonna put the diamond here. Okay, so here is the first row that I'll be grabbing for. So Micah got me these two from Anthropologie, so they are not dupes. These are real Anthropologie. Now, everybody else has been copying them. So they're the originals. Everything else is a dupe, if you will. But yeah, so we've got the hearts, we've got the pink bow, strawberries, red bow, and then the red lips. And then we have, this one has all the suits on it. So this is like everybody. And then these are like solid suits. And the diamonds, actually I want to switch the diamonds with this and kind of keep them together right here. Yeah, that's cute. And then we've got the next set ready to go, and these will come down when Valentine's Day is up. And then we'll get into my spring. I definitely think of, you know, smiley faces and, you know, rainbows and things like that for spring. So, all right, so we got that. Now let's go pick out some movies and then we'll style the TV with our stars. All right, now let's sit on the floor. Well, usually Loki thinks this is his time when I'm on the floor. Yeah, here we go. Here, okay. I moved my face because he's like slobbered and he gets all my clothes dirty and my face all wet. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's lay down here. We'll give you your time first. Yeah. Okay. He's so sweet. He's like laying up. I know. I can't even imagine how he feels. His ear been like this for months now at this point. Like, I feel so bad for him. Can you go now? We always love and play. We always love and play. We do it every morning when you wake up. You're the best dog. You know that? You're the best dog in the world. Okay, you gotta move your 100-something pound body. He's only 114 pounds, which is actually small. Small for a male, small for his breed, but God bless, he still feels like a tank. Look at him. He thinks this is a game. This isn't a game. All right, let's get into this part. January kind of confuses me. I don't really know what movies to do here, but these are all my Christmas movies, so that I just pulled from there, so I won't be doing those. I did keep up Trading Places though, and I kept Adam and Evelyn, which is like one of my favorite classic movies. Loki's face is like, yeah, you can't even see the movies. I don't think y'all mind. I think y'all love Loki, so you'll eventually move. Like, is Bewitched summer? New York Minute? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna put some aside and kind of like look into them. And, okay, so these are all of my Christmas movies that I just pulled from there. Okay, Coming to America. Yeah, they're like, it's cold, right? This could be January. You've Got Mail, this is fall for me, even though they go through like all the seasons. But to me, that's a fall movie. Scooby-Doo, Ahoy. It's getting summertime, so not this one. I've picked out a couple. I've got a phone call from Micah, so I think I'm gonna do New York Minute. I'm gonna do Susie Q. I've never really watched this, but we're gonna go with it. I think it's more of a fall, but Our Lips Are Sealed. I think a lot of these are summertime too, but I haven't watched them again, so I'm gonna learn about them later. So I'm gonna pull them so I can watch them on that little TV and then like see if it works. And then I think Coming to America could be a great one. Okay, I put Bewitched aside because I was like, that's obviously a really good like Halloween one. Not this one, not Monster House. I think Peter Pan Micah might like out there. Monsters, no, and Casper, no. Okay, then we've got Pollyanna. Pollyanna to me is definitely a summertime movie. Also summer rental. I would also say Porky's is summer. I'm actually gonna pull for Fletch. I think that'll be a good one. And this is summer vacation, so summertime. Then we've got The Boss. I don't know, this is like cookie making. I don't know. What do y'all think about that one? I'm gonna put that aside. Twilight. Twilight's more of a fall movie for me, 50 Shades. What about this one? I could put that one there. I don't really know. I haven't watched that one yet. So, Doc Hollywood. Is that summer? I'm not looking. Town and Country. I'm also going to look at that one. 2 Weeks Notice. I'm not going to do that one. The Meddler. And then these are two movies. The Italian Job and Pain and Gain. I'm not going to do those, I don't think. But okay, then we've got The Parent Trap. That's a summer movie because they go to summer camp. Then we have this one. This is definitely a Valentine's Day vibe for me. So, Outrageous Fortune. This is not giving January to me. This is also more summertime to me. Toothless. I'm actually going to pull for that one. Galaxy Quest. This is going to be... I'm going to pull for that one. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Wizard of Oz. I don't know. Wizard of Oz, I'm definitely thinking like rainbows. I'm just going to think spring and St. Patty's Day personally. So I'm not going to do that one yet. French Kiss. This is summertime to me. The Thrill of It All. This is also summertime. How to Marry a Millionaire. I actually want to pull for that one. I'm going to pull for all the vintage ones actually. Summertime. Or that's like back to school. Clueless is back to school. So Sex and the City. I don't know why it says rental. I bought this. I don't think they should have been sold, but City Slickers. This is also summertime or like spring. I don't think this is like fall kind of. Crazy on the Outside, Night and Day, Secretariat. None of these are spring or like January to me. Ghost of Girlfriend's Past, maybe. This one has a lot of winter in it, but I'm gonna pass. Okay, Medea Goes to Jail, My Fake Fiance, A Fish Called Wanda, Weekend at Bernie's. You know, I'll be wearing that out a little bit later. The Monster Squad, The Three Musketeers, Rookie of the Year. I'm not gonna do any of those. We've got Spy, Baywatch. I'm not gonna do those. These are my TV shows. So I've got Sex and the City. Okay, so I've got Sex and the City, which I do think it would be great for me to have like a series over there too. You know, I've got The Nanny, I've got Martin, I've got Frasier, Who's the Boss, Star Trek, I Love Lucy, Bourne Identity. Then we've got Underworld, but this is Blu-ray, and it will not play Blu-ray. So, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all. Well, I need to think. Do I want any of these? I Love Lucy will be a great one for Valentine's Day because, like, look at this box. Okay, I'm gonna pull for that one right now. Okay, so I ordered myself some lunch, by the way. My stomach is growling. So wait, actually Munsters should go here. Okay. I don't know, for me, The Nanny is like fall. It's like when school starts and they kind of like, I feel like that's when TV shows kind of like started. They started in the fall. There weren't really like summertime TV shows from what I remember. Like, am I thinking of that wrong? But anyways, okay, we've got all of my Halloween that I had these up. We did these last time, Tower of Terror. I watched the crap out of this. So none of these apply for me. Ninja Turtles, no. Not that one. Saturday Night Live, Will Ferrell. Eddie Murphy Raw, 18 again. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. I am doing vintage. You know what? I'm gonna pull for this one. I'm gonna pull for that one for January. Okay. We've got Bewitched, Goonies, Coraline, Gremlins, Casper, My Stepmother's an Alien. I did all of those for fall. And if you're new to the membership, you should be able to like go back and watch all of the videos. I'm pretty sure. If not, comment and let me know if that's not happening for you, because I feel like you should have access to all the membership videos. Well, if you're tier 1, you're gonna probably have access to all the tier 1. And then if you're tier 2, you'll have access to everything. But The Prince and Me, I'm not gonna, that could be a cute one for Valentine's Day. My point is you can go back and watch all the other setups. Zoolander, I love this movie. Oddly makes me feel so comforted. I don't know why. Let's make it legal. We're gonna pull for the vintage. Passengers, Birds of Prey. Actually, the Passengers would be a good one for January. Cause you know, like they're in space and space is cold. I don't know, that's what I think. Betty Grable, the beautiful blonde from Bashful Bend. Now, this is getting more summertime. But let's pull it and see if I like end up keeping it up there. Just kind of depends on how many movies I have stacked. Suicide Squad, this is summertime to me. The Beauty Shop. See, I always look to see like, is it wintertime? Are they like wearing a lot of clothes? I think this is a summertime movie. If you've never seen this movie, I love basketball movies. Like I'm just a basketball movie girl, like Love and Basketball, one of my favorite movies of all time. Iconic. Second Act. I don't think so. Girls Trip. This is summertime. They're in New Orleans. European Vacation. You know what? I think that's more spring, summer. Modern Girls. This is definitely a summertime movie, I think. Fun with Dick and Jane. The Prince and Me Too. I'm not going to do those. But let me know if you feel like I missed one. If a Man Answers, we're going to pull for that. Mockingjay. Career Opportunities. I think this is more summertime. The I Love Lucy show. And then these are the color edition episodes. So I do think I'm going to pull for that. I'm going to pull for this one too. I've never even watched this. Fletch Lives. Let's do that. Although I feel like Fletch could be more of a summertime movie. This is definitely summertime. This is actually in the cold. I feel like Adventures in Babysitting could work. I don't know if it's fall or if it's like winter, if that makes sense. Protocol. This is going to be summer. Mannequin, summer. Fraternity, summer. You know, Christmas. Okay, Mockingjay, Transporter. None of the Transporters I'm going to do. And then all of these down here are Blu-ray, so those are just not going to work. So I feel like we have our movie sets. But yeah, comment, let me know if you feel like I missed one, if you feel like it should go in February. And if you're new to the membership, part of your perks is that you can request. My stomach is so hungry. I ordered Jersey Mike's. I love Jersey Mike's. Part of your perks is that you get to request your videos that you want to see. So, and unless I'm missing like the comments, I don't see y'all really requesting much. So I think you're seeing, I guess that means you're happy with what you're getting. I'm going to be doing my flip through of the stuff from the last video. So I've been finding a lot of stuff. If you're tier 1, you might have not seen this video. It might have been for tier 2, but tier 1's going to get to see it. We're going to do the flip through of all that. Okay, let's take all of the movies. Okay, so careful for me not to trip over Loki. And now we're gonna style this little corner. Okay, I've been watching Trading Places to death, so let's go ahead and switch it out. Oops. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. And I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. Actually, let's try Getting There. Let's put this one in and let that play. Another problem I've noticed is that it'll say incorrect disc. So I don't know if that's because the disc is like scratched. It doesn't look scratched. It's not Blu-ray. So I really don't know why it won't play some of them. But let's try it again. If not, then I guess this one's gonna get booted off. And I'll have to watch that just on my regular, oh! And then it freaking works. But one of my words of the year, organization again, for the third year in a row. It really works for me to have a word. So organization again. And my second word is like intentional. I want to be intentional about the things I'm doing. I don't want to overly rush. So hopefully I will get to like thrift a really beautiful piece or find something that, I don't know, I want something that's like a star, you know? So I think that would be really cute for January, but that's it. We've organized all my glasses. We're ready to go. So this little area is set for the new month. Also, I have new movie posters coming for the media room. And actually last year, around August, I made an entire list on my iPhone of my movie posters I wanted for each month. So I have a whole January lineup, and I'm like, it's already January 5th, but they deliver today. So we're gonna be installing my new movie posters too. I don't know if I'll like get to throw it in this video or not, probably not, but so I'm excited for those new posters. And then I'll have posters for February and March. Like I literally mapped all this out months and months and months ago. So that's coming.